Well, hello, paper crafters. This is Juanette Hewitt with Juanette's Crafting Corner. And I'm going to show you just a really quick little ephemera piece that I made for my ocean journal. Now, I picked up this book at Deseret Industries, which is a charity shop or Goodwill shop run by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I only paid $2 for it. And in it was this beautiful image of this mermaid that's kind of like a fairy. It's called Enchanted Fairies, and as you look through the book, it's a book to show you how to draw. Like, for instance, you'll go, it shows this first and then that, and then the next page, and then this is I think the final page is a big image of it. Nope. I know I'm going backwards, sorry. Let me just find one real quick. There's a baby. Oh, look at that one. Look at that beautiful image. So it just kind of shows you how to draw them. And there's a lot of images. This was the one that I'm going to decorate now. But this is a beautiful book. And for $2, oh, I think what I'm going to do for my next journal is a fairy journal. So what I did is I scanned that picture into my computer, and then I resized it and brought it to a little bit smaller because I'm making a small ocean journal for somebody at Beacons Adhesives. I'm a big fan of Beacon's 3-in-1 glue and their Fabri-Tac glue. And there's a gal over there by the name of Sophia who we've kind of been in contact with and friends here and there. And I just wanted to make her a journal. So like I said, I scanned this, resized it, put it on some Highland Heather Stampin' Up! Cardstock so that it would be a little bit firmer. And like I said, I use my Beacon's 3-in-1 glue. And then I have these Nouveau drops, and they're all kind of sparkly or metallic. And what I thought I would do is start with this purple one first. It is called Violet Galaxy, and let me bring you in a little bit here. There we go. So what I do is I just put little dots all along so that it kind of looks like scales. And they're a little bit translucent, so when they dry, you can see the color underneath. So I just put little bitty dots here and there. I'll just do another little row. And then when these dry, they will be raised and add some dimension. So just little bitty dots. And then I think the next color looks kind of silverish. So I'm going to put some silver here. Come on, there we go. And I'm trying very, very hard not to touch the purple. Okay, I think that's good enough. And then there is a green color. Let's lay some of that down. And this is very pretty. This really looks like scales. And I'm going to bring this one all the way around. Okay, and then there is either a gold or a yellow there. It kind of looks yellowish. Hang on just a second, I forgot to get that color. I do have a little bit of a yellow here, so I'm going to put that on there. These are fantastic. They're not very expensive, and I know I've had these for a couple of years. They really last a long time. I think there's also something called Stickles. I've never used those because I like these Nouveau drops. And so I like that. That's pretty. I think I need a little more purple. Looks like I left some of it a little bit empty here. I hope my head's not in the way, guys. Oops. Oh, shoot. Well, dang it. Maybe I can just make that kind of... Yeah, I think it's going to be okay if I just keep dabbing it. Yeah, that's fine. That's a little bit fuller now. Let's see, what else do I want to do here? Oh, shoot. There's some of it here. The tail comes around. I'm glad I saw that. I think I just ordered some more of these in different colors because you know how it is in your craft room. Sometimes you'll have something for a while and you won't use it, and then all of a sudden you pick it up and you use it and you go, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Why aren't I using this more often? So this will probably air sometime in July while I have my surgery. Let's see, do I want to add something else? I feel as if I do, like her hair, like something orangish. Let me see if I have any. I do have some, but it's not sparkly. Oh, let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to turn this around so my hand does not get in the way of the, and mess up the other ones. I'm just going to put a little bit here. Yeah, I think this is going to add just some nice little dimension and a little sparkle. Okay, let me turn this around so I can see. Oh, that's going to look very cool. That's going to be nice. Just bring a little bit there. There. I might get carried away with this stuff. This is fun. This is going to be neat. Alrighty. Now what do we want to do? I feel like I want to do more. I think I'm going to bring in some glossy accents and do some waves. I can't remember if I showed you this. I think I showed my sister. This was the birthday card that my sister sent me. And I scanned the picture in, and this looked very, let's see what I do with the card. I think oh, I'm sorry, guys, that I'm not organized. But anyway, I put glossy accents on that, and it added some more depth to that. So I think I'm going to do that to the water here. So we're just going to do some lines. Sorry, I got quiet there for a minute. I'm concentrating. Tongue is hanging out. Oh my gosh, when I was young, I got teased about that so much because my tongue was always hanging out. And I didn't, I wasn't aware of it until somebody would bring it up and say, oh, look at Juanette. Her tongue's just hanging out. It was embarrassing. I'm kind of getting carried away here, which we do when we're crafting. But this is gonna look cool. I love this. I don't know about you guys, but I can craft for 12 hours in a day, like right in a row. Sometimes my son will say to me, Mom, did you eat today? And I'm like, well, I had a few M&Ms. I know that's terrible. Oh, that is gonna be cool. I think I'm gonna turn it around and do some of the one up here. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the camera while I finish this up, and I'll show you some pictures of it when I'm done. So here is the card the next day, and it dried overnight, and look at all the dimension and shine to that. Isn't it just beautiful? I love how that turned out. So now we're going to make another mermaid card that's going to go on the front of the journals. This is one of the images that will be inside of the journals. So what I have decided to do for the front of my journal is to frame a mermaid. And so I have 3 different frames. And so there's one, here's one, and then this one was gifted to me by my friend Ivy at Ivy's Shabby Craft Cabin. So I'm taking 110-pound cardstock. I'm laying my frame in so that I make sure that my mermaid will fit nicely, and so that I'll have enough cardstock to back the frame. And so I'm just laying her in there. Then I'm going to pull the frame off, pick up my stamp, take my embossing buddy, and I'm going to emboss that with white embossing powder. Now, you will hardly be able to see it until after we put the ink, all my inks down. So let's do this first. You take your anti-static thing, whatever, you know what that thing is. And what I'm going to do is take Versamark ink, stamp it on my cardstock, and I think I'm going to do that a couple of times just so that I have a really good impression. And then I have my white embossing powder here that I have in this little container. And I'm just going to lift it up and put some all over this paper. Now, do you see how you're able to see where the mermaid is there now a little bit? And as I tilt it off, you can see it even better. So I just want to make sure that that is covered really well. Then shake it off, do a tiny little flick. And I know it's difficult to see, but maybe once I start heating it up, you'll be able to see a little bit better. Now, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see, but I do notice here I got a little bit of embossing powder at the top here, and so you just have to take a brush and wipe that off before you melt your embossing powder. Okay, so that is off there, and I have my heat gun here, and I'm going to start melting this. And I'm sorry that it's difficult to see that, but pretty soon you'll be able to see it when I start coloring it. Okay, so rather than show you what I did, I'm just going to tell you. So after I embossed it and heated, I took the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide sprays, the Peacock Feather, Mermaid Lagoon, and Cracked Pistachio. And then I also had this Nouveau Mica spray, which is a purple. And I just lightly sprayed over the cardstock. I would spray one color and then let it dry, then spray another color and let it dry on all four of them. And then I wanted to accent the mermaid, so I took my yellow Nouveau drops for her hair. However, once it dries, it's interesting, the hair turns green, but that's okay. It's going to be fine. And then I took my purple stickles for her fin, and then also the Nouveau drops, which is over where I keep my Nouveau drops. I have a green color, and I put those for her scale, so on her tail. And then, like I said, it will be cut out, and this frame will be placed around it, so this won't be on the cover. But isn't that going to be pretty? Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's going to make for a pretty cover. And then let me just show you real quick what I'm going to put on the bottom of the cover. And we'll be going through all of this when I make the cover. The book itself, the scrapbook itself, is going to be probably 9 inches by 6 inches. And so this will also be across the bottom. And what I did here is I took all this different material that I had gotten from Joann's, and I just tore strips and machine sewed them together. You can see there's all the strips. And then I took different little embellishments. I have sequins here, little seashells, fish, different kinds of cheesecloth and beads. Now, since this is going to be toward the back of the journal, I kept it fairly flat. This is going to be the front of the journal, and it's going to wrap around it. So isn't that going to be pretty together? Anyway, I'm going to end this video. Like I said, this video will air, I think, July the 19th, which is after my surgery. Keep me in your prayers. My surgery is July the 13th. It's a fairly minor surgery, so I should just be just fine. But keep me in your thoughts and prayers, and I will see you guys when I have a new bladder fixed. Bye, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks. Bye-bye.